All right, we're live, Craig. When you can, check and see if your audio is coming through. So so say some stuff and check and make sure your audio is coming through.
Say some stuff and make sure my audio's coming through.
Yeah, watch YouTube and see. Make sure you hear it.
Yeah.
All right, real quick though, guys. We're now over onto the Highline side. Craig's having to update a lot of stuff in the CSR side right now. His graphics card needed an update, and it's got everything out of whack at the moment. So we're going to try to finish this up real quick on the Highline Racing Network side of the house. And we should have Craig with us on comms. And as we're getting ready to come to about 15 to go, I think we're at 18 laps to go at the moment.
Yeah, and big surprise out front there. 12 finds his way again.
Okay, watch me coming up across.
Yellow flag back out, Tommy.
It is. Or anything like that. We're going to have to go back and see.
Oh, thank God you didn't do that.
Sam, why'd you keep coming up across my nose, bro? I wasn't even on you.
All right.
Yeah, he tried to self-clear,
So
like he was trying to block your runner.
Taylor here.
I was turning left. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I was turning left. It just kept going.
We're going to rewind.
Hey, Starbella 1-2, come on.
Not exactly sure what happened to him here.
Yeah, there was something out there.
Here we go.
Lucky dog coming high. Lucky dog coming high.
All right, we'll bring it back just a little bit more. Looks like Joe Wells might have been involved. It looked like several cars actually up there. Might not see.
Joe having a rough go at it tonight.
All right, we're going to jump up there to Alex Leeball. It looks like Alex Leeball had a roll.
Lucky dog coming high.
So here we go. We see Dave Scott coming up behind Leeball. Oh, yep. The 9 car just came up and turned himself across the nose of the 24. And we're going to go ahead and go back live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get up there in front of him there, Tommy. And the old self-clear didn't pay out.
No, it did not. I am still getting things set up. Was not expecting to do this, so let me get things situated.
Yeah, don't forget to share for me, too, so I'm looking at what you're looking. But, yeah, I don't know what happened. We were smooth sailing over on our side, and then it just was like, yeah, all right, you're going to drop frames now, and your graphics card needs to update. And, yeah, we're just, you know what? There's 25 laps to go. I think this is where we stop.
All right. All right, we're definitely getting set up now as we're 15 to go.
All right, well, you know what that means.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here, Alex, and like I don't know what happened, but my wheel was left and straight and it never went right. It's just the car kept pulling right. I don't know if it was side draft or what the hell was going on, but something was just pulling my car to the right.
With somebody a little different that I don't normally pick tonight.
All right,
you know,
that's what I like.
I usually am a big Drift
fan.
You know, I pick him a lot, but something about Al Likens. I was running on the track with him. I think he's got something, you know, in him tonight that he's destined for the victory. So we'll see what happens. Who you got?
He has been hot as of late too, grabbing multiple victories.
Yeah, Lee Ball, I just looked at it. I really don't know what happened. I had my wheel left, everything was left, and it just like side draft.
I got my front runner.
Right. I mean, I never turned right, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. Just right pulling right, and I don't know.
Man,
you're good.
Our
man.
buddy sometimes when he gets on a roll,
there was something weird in there. I don't know if it was like a bump in the track or what, but like once my car started going right.
To make his way, he knows how to get it done in these cars.
Like bounced right. So I don't know.
They get that inaugural win. for the Highline Racing.
Definitely wasn't doing it on purpose.
It's got to be the setup, man.
Yeah, I had to go back in and turn the
Why everybody want to blame the setup?
game chat
drive.
audio off. Still had, oh, it's still going. I'm going to have to turn that off real quick, Craig.
It's all right. We're doing the best we can here. All of a sudden, everything just crashing out. Oh, man. I can't. You know, it's just funny technology sometimes. Everything's set. It's been set for months on end. And then all of a sudden, yeah, we're going to do our own thing now.
Now, let's get back to who was the guy you picked to win?
Front runner,
Yeah, who's your
I went with
front
the 12. And my dark horse, Mr. Wilson.
I want to
All
join.
right, so you went with Dylan Picklesheimer, and then you backed it up to Ryan Wilson. Where is Ryan? Ryan Wilson is in 5th at the moment. We'll get him pulled up here.
Yeah.
Ryan Wilson in 23, running with AWR in the Highline car tonight.
I really want to go Segredo just because how strong he is. But right now, I mean, he's tucked in behind the 23, but he is such a loyal teammate. With this few laps to go, I think he's going to stay loyal to the 23 as much as I'd like to say really a front runner of this race is Jim Segredo. I believe he has led the most laps. With one of his teammates right there, Cato, I think he's already saying, I owe you. Dave Scutt's right there. I don't know. Is Jim the selfish type where he's going to go out there and take it?
I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think those guys would work together. I think whoever was in front was probably is gonna stay there. But we'll see. At the end of the day, this is a race, and you never know. 'Cause we're off on the green.
And a green flag back out. 14 laps to go. Dylan, you know, you gave us your front runner of the 20. Who's your dark horse?
I think my dark horse is probably gonna be, you know, it's just something. I just feel like I'm really pulling out some different things tonight. I think there's going to be a wreck at the end. Jerry Fassett's going to get back by, and he's going to win that sucker. That's my prediction.
So he's going pure chaos in 3 and 4 into 71. Just says, excuse me, pardon me. I'll be right through this. Thank you. You got the 11 making a run to the outside. The 23 look for a second. Nelson throws the block. 23 pushing down, heading to the tri-oval.
Who is that? I'm not familiar with Jeremiah Nelson now.
Yeah, I believe he's been in a race or two, but I'm just trying to pencil in the last time we saw Mr. Nelson in my mind as he now takes the lead, leaving turn 2.
Ryan Wilson right there on his bumper as they're really gaining momentum there on the high line. Jim Segredo there with his baseball teams across the hood of that car. And, hey, baseball season's kicking off. Jim's representing his squad, and he's representing tonight up front all night.
Yeah. Now, Dylan, he showed the nose for a second like he was going to go to the high side, and I got to imagine right now, if you're the 23 sitting right there and with the 21 in behind, the 11, you got to protect up against the wall, but can the 23 just with his teammate go to the bottom, clear the 11 in time to get back to the top? I don't think you want to make your move to the bottom of the racetrack, Tommy, because if you get trapped down there, that might be it.
You know, it might be.
Car on the outside wall. Oh, the 12's around as well.
All right, talk to me, good.
Oh,
multiple.
Well,
cars.
You know, it doesn't look too bad damage-wise, but track position-wise, Tommy.
Got your butthole, boy. You are
my front runner is in trouble.
I'm not getting the wreck indicators popping up, but we're going to see. It looks like Shane Ward went off track, so we're going to start there and bounce back because the caution did come out.
Hey, Sergeant
back
2.
here with Shane Ward, so it's definitely happening.
We're having fun. This is fun.
Oh,
It's definitely happening up in front of those guys.
I mean, poor Shane. If there's anybody in, I know every driver says, "Oh, you know, I've just had bad luck. I've had shit, you know, in the season. Just I can't." Man, if there's anybody who just legitimately just seems to find other people's messes consistently, doesn't matter how conservative, aggressive, starts from pit road, just everyone finds the 39 car to hit.
It does. I'm trying to figure out where this wreck starts.
It's going to be somewhere up around Dylan, because Dylan's the first car to go around.
All right. Let's bring this back here with Dylan Picklesheimer. All right, here we go.
24. How's my rear end?
Straight as could be.
Looks like it's just Picklesheimer for the most part. Maybe one other car with a little bit of nose damage there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the panic in behind that something transpires. Maybe when he starts sliding back down the hill here. Oh, and he gets by. So maybe it is just. I could have sworn we saw Lee maybe with some damage, but not at the current moment. So hey.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look here at Leebaugh as he comes. Oh, Leebaugh did get a little bit of.
Yeah, just
there.
A little bit. Nothing terrible.
No.
I think also for he's had a race where he's tried to hide out. You know, we're getting down to it. I think he grabbed a big win a couple weeks ago, so maybe he's just Tommy. Maybe he's thinking the same thing you're thinking. 15 guys wad him up off a turn 4, and I steal another victory.
Just taking a look there, you know, he definitely got into the one, and everybody was checking up. So he's definitely probably got a little bit of front end damage. We'll see if we can't get eyes on his front end there. Yeah, definitely a little bit. It's not terrible though. He's probably good to go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not the car to lead a line, but definitely can get up in there.
All right, well, man, I can barely talk every time I put together 3 or 4 words.
Hey, Jeremiah, you got your ears on?
You got caught with all that shenanigans going around, didn't you?
You let me breathe a little bit when I need to poke out. The fella ain't going to try to leave.
3 days now, and the voice is...
Don't trust him.
Creepy cough and everything is starting to kick on. Come on now.
I'm hearing you.
But
yeah,
Ryan
I got
Wilson,
blessed with that.
That sounds like somebody's going to leave you.
About a month or so ago, and yeah, I'm telling you that 23-21 dynamic
Beans,
duo,
right,
but
Jesus Christ.
also don't look too far back. Got the 31 2014 right there, and you know, a guy that can throw a wrench into this whole thing. Probably one of the most aggressive drivers, but also one of the most talented drivers there, Tommy. Bobby Wetzel is close. Is he close enough? How aggressive does Wetzel need to get up there? Looking like he's going to start 5th car back at 10 position on the outside.
Yeah, he's inside of the top 10 right now. He's on the high side, so we know the high side has definitely got the potential to gain that big run. But with that said, we're looking at Jim Sagridu and Ryan Wilson on the bottom. These are 2 guys that are not on the same team right now. Jim's with LSH and Ryan with the Highline, but these guys are friends. These guys run together in other leagues. So I'm sure they're going to team up right now. They're going to do what they can to work together. They certainly would rather one of them win over anybody else that's up front right now.
Yeah, and you got to think, Tommy, on the self-centered business decision, I guess you would say, if you are LSH, with the 75 being up on the high side, do you try to let your teammate and the 23 up there with you? Is there a way that you can get your help to you, leave the 11 car out to dry long enough? I mean, that's a tough position to be in if you're the 75, because then if you're the 75 and you push the 11 clear of your teammates and your teammates start to fall, well, now you are by yourself on an island.
You're right. And
so
I feel like
what would you do?
I don't know. I need to get on board with what's going on. You're 100% right. Dave Scott, I forgot, he's LSH. He is Jim Segreto's teammate, and they're door to door. As the pace car's in, take us away, Craig.
Oh, the pace car's in. We only got a couple laps to go. 11th caution wrapping up. 8 laps to go. Nelson leads him back. Wilson on the inside. Scott right there. Lincoln's a multiple-time winner. Segreto's led most of the race. You got the CEO of Wise right there. The points leader, Jacob Drift, right into 14. Kaiser's had a strong race. Where'd he come from? Shifty. Cato's making a vengeance on the inside as well. The outside not linked up just yet. The 75 still to the back bumper of the 11. Now Wilson trying to get down there, and like you said, oh, Wetzel's a little loose on the outside. Jerry Fassett up into the wall.
I was there.
Squeezed
I don't know what you're doing.
Now, I got my, see, this is the fun part. Now I got the driver audio out. I can hear them yelling at each other now. Now here comes the 23 on the inside with a good run. It's Segreto.
Sorry about that
cool
one.
enough to continue to push, but like you said, Tommy, the 75 continuing to help the 11. Now, does the 75 ditch the 11? Right here would be about the only time, because there's no help up there, but now the 20 goes to the bottom. That is what they need now. Scott's going to get hung out to dry. Wilson's got the clear up. The 21 does not just yet. Where does Wilson go? Wilson now goes to the high side to help the 75 after he didn't help Nelson go to the high side. Throws the block. The 21 still stuck in behind the 20, and here comes Alex Lieball heading into 3 and 4.
Wow.
They're moving around right now, Tommy. The 11 still out front, 7 laps to go. I really thought the 23 was going to go with the 20 to drag the 21 with him for some help. I really thought the 75 was going to go to the bottom of the racetrack, find his 2 buddies, leave the 11 out to dry, try to get back to the high side, or at least clear with some help. But right now, it still pays up. Oh, the 23 to Shifty goes down the 11, so the 23 and the 44 must have had a little bit of a verbal agreement. They're working together. The 44 to the back bumper of the 23. The 24, a huge shot to the back of the 75, going to get him a little out of shape. Now he's going to split the 11 to 23, just getting back to the back bumper. Here comes Alex Lieball in the Exalta Chevrolet, the pushing the 75 had a turn 4 heading to 5 laps to go. Scott Wise, here comes Wetzel all the way against the wall. We said that earlier. You can't get that third lane going, especially if they are side drafted hard on the. But the 11's going to get turned in front of the field, and that is going to be a huge wreck. The 23's in it. Oh, he almost got out of it okay. Then going to get tagged. The 11 with some heavy damage. Tommy, some big wrecks right here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go back here for sure. Let's see what we got here. Looks like Jason Branch is a part of it as well. All right, we're going to bring this back a little bit, and we're going to change this over to, looks like Ryan Wilson. And we're going to go into a far chase.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly where I'm looking as well. If you look, it looks like the 11 slides up the hill ever so slightly, right as I believe that Shifty gets a tap to the back of the 23. The 23, I think, is trying to let the 11 kind of drift back down. He slid up a little bit. I think that's just the side draft doing that. Tommy, you know, when you get somebody on your outside laying on that quarter panel, it wants to pull you up the hill. So you're going to see the 11 pull up right there, up off that yellow line. The 23's trying to probably feather it, let him back in, but the 44 is trying to triple push, and it just doesn't work out. The 11 almost goes airborne.
103 past me.
He does. We're going to bring it back one more time, and we're going to look at it under the blimp for a second. And we're going to get it to our largest screen and watch it one more time and see how many of these cars.
I mean, at this point, Tommy, they are all pushing. I mean, they're all going for it, right? Nobody's lifting.
Yeah, we definitely see right there where when Ryan turned the 11,
I'm calling the top
11
lane.
comes back.
Top lane for the restart.
23.
Does anybody else want to hit me today? I already got 50 incident points.
I am not sure why our game chat is still
going.
going.
Hell, that just means I got 2 more pitch up to you.
I have turned it off and pressed save twice.
I hold on, I'll see if I can hear it in the broad.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, I still hear the game chat in there as well. I was listening to Melnick, not happy, saying he's got 50 incident points. He is not happy. He says, "Does anybody else want to hit me today out there?" Yeah, poor Melnick has been caught up in a lot, but I mean, it's Daytona. These guys want to win. They're in the Gen 6 cars. I mean, is anybody truly at fault there? I don't think so. I think that's just super speedway racing. I mean, the guys on the inside know they have to push hard if they have cooler temperatures to try to make the inside work. You have to. If you can manage and get a huge run and catch the guys on the outside by surprise, and you kind of got to play the game. As you head down the straightaway, Tommy, I'm about to let the cat out of the bag here for you, so don't go tell a secret. I know you know a little bit of our dark horse tricks, but if you're going to use the bottom, you got to run the guys up to the wall on the straightaway and then try to stall their momentum with a little side draft and then get to the bottom as quick as possible with a run. You can't be stalemated. You have to already have generated that momentum and then dive to the bottom. Make them chase you down the hill. Make them make a quick reaction, turn the wheel harder than they want to. That's going to scrub even more momentum, and that's sometimes how you can get that bottom lane to, even if you get one car past them, well, hell, you might send your teammate up to the front and be able to then manipulate traffic, block that high lane, get back to the low lane, stall their momentum, maybe make the high lane check up a little bit. Then your teammates can get in there, and then you pull back down in front of them, pull them clear of that outside lane. I mean, with the side draft in these cars, look at the size of the rear spoiler. They're massive. You get any extra air on that thing, it is a parachute, Tommy.
It is. And, we just had a lot of cars in wrecks. We've got some graphics pulled up. We got our Wrench Wrangler stuff set up. We're going to take a look at that and see kind of who all is still getting repairs and things of that nature. We obviously saying Shane Ward, Dick and Dylan Picklesheimer, Craig Martin, Joe Wells, Greg Thurlow,
now I'm not the only one that
Steve
said it, Tommy.
Josh McKinney,
you
Kristen
can't get
Rhodes,
me anymore.
and the list goes on. But as you look at this graphic here, you can see a lot of guys had to get some damage repaired.
Yeah, that's a big thing because these guys aren't with their fast repairs right now, and it's for the guys. I put the stream up here in MOTD, so if they're catching the final 20 on Highline, Tommy, I really appreciate you helping me out. I'm gonna spend. So what you guys are seeing now is what I'm trying to build with Tommy here on the back end for next week, because the tools that Tommy has here on Highline Racing Network are incredible. I mean, it's an absolute game changer. So if you guys from MOTD are sliding over to catch the final 20 of this one, please hit the subscribe. Show Tommy some love here at the Highline. He's also got a ton of other content. Check him out. He's got his own league here on Sunday nights as well. They're heading to Dover this week. Should be a ton of fun. I got to check what time my hockey schedule is. And, I'd love to run Dover. I absolutely love Dover. It's about an hour from my house, and getting to go to that track and see it, Tommy. I don't know if you've ever been, being from Louisiana, but it is actually a really fun race. There's something that I really hope this year that they capture when they go there for the All-Star race. We need NASCAR, one of these broadcasters, and I think we saw it when Amazon took a piece of the season. They used some different camera angles, which really showed the technique and the finesse that these guys have to do to get around these tracks. And Dover I mean, you drop like a story. You drop like 15 feet into the corner, and these things are so light, then they load. It's incredible. It's a ton of fun. It's over. Hopefully they can get that. And the green flag is back out. I believe we are on green-white checker attempt number 1. They have 2 now. Dave Scott, he won earlier this year, I believe, at Talladega in the next-gen cars. Jim Sabrino just in behind with drift. Now Leeball on the bottom and low. Another guy here who knows how to get it done. Tommy, the 3-car, Joe Wells.
Oh, absolutely. And you can see the car he's running in. That looks very similar to the one that he made for Bobby Dale Earnhardt in the ARCA series for his testing. So keep an eye there because we know that car's got heart. As we're watching him follow right behind drift.
Caution.
Oh,
and yellow flag gets back out. Leeball gets turned to the inside, and oh man, that is a lot of cars. It is a parking lot. Cato's in it as well back there.
All right, we're gonna jump back and check it out. Looks like
I believe the caution flag was already out. Shane Ward Lincoln's not happy over the radio. I believe the caution.
Yeah, so the caution came out
and he got turned after.
He did. DJ Waddle got wrecked.
Yeah,
first.
Waddle, Branch, McKinney, and Scott Wise are wrecked in turns 3, and then up in front about 3 seconds after the yellow came out. Lincoln's, I think, is just not expecting the 24 to check up that soon. Maybe the 24, a little bit of pit strategy, immediately jump to, but Wilson getting a piece of that as well back there. So several guys. Shifty's out. Cato's caught in it. Tinder, Wilson, Thurlow. Who else? Melnick got in another one. Wetzel may have got through. Lincoln's is in at the 12, trying to make it through. I think the 39 may have gotten a small piece of that. No. I think Shane makes it through. So I'm just trying to go back. Oh, Tommy, if you go back. Yeah, you got it queued up. So I'm looking here. Something with Thurlow in the 94. Thurlow does not have the whole rear of the car back there. And then something happens when the 94 steps out.
38 comes across the nose there of the 94.
Yeah.
Sends the 94 into Jason Branch there in the Macon Bombers 28 car. And then it's a stack-up effect as the 30, the 42, the 31. Nobody is really lifting at this point, and it's just a trickle effect. But we had several guys. We're going to go back up and check out Alex Leeball now, and then I also got notifications that well after Alex Leeball crashed, Tim Shiflett also crashed.
Yeah, I believe that was Shifty pulling over because it says we got a disconnect from Shifty, so I think his race was over. I think he pulled her down there to the apron and
looking here, we've got it set up. We're going to go ahead and show the Leeball. Looks like more than likely, it looks like the 20 car just might have been on him there on the inside, possibly turned him. So we're taking quarter speed here. Yep, he's stacked up on that left side, turns the 24 right around, right across his nose, sending him up into several other cars. A lot of guys. Looks like Zachary Cato is caught up in it. He's going around sideways at the moment. A lot of cars, at least about 10 cars there. We'll take it back and we'll bring it back full speed one more time before we get set up to go back live here.
Yeah, so a lot of the guys are saying that 24 kind of checked up there after the caution. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing on the radio, but I'm also checking in slow-mo. The 24 is 193, 194. The caution flag is back out right now. He's still 194, still 194, still 193, and then gets turned. So, yeah, I just heard Leeball say he never lifted off the gas pedal until he was spun. You know what? For once, I gotta agree. I'm hearing they're not happy over the radio. I can tell you that right now. This will make some good sound bites for a recap. But I gotta agree here with lead ball. His speed does not fluctuate. It does not seem like he gets out of the throttle at all. I think the 20, yeah, that's really what it is, Tommy. If you get another look at it, the 24 does drift off the bottom just a little bit, which gets the 20 to the left side of his rear bumper. So it shoves him up the track a little bit, and I think the 20 just tries to follow him up, and I think the pointed nose of that Chevy just turns him up the hill.
You know, we watched that one a few times there. I think you're right, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we just call it the way we see it in a short amount of time. You know, we don't typically have the ability to go back and, you know, look at all
right.
the telemetry. We make the wrong call sometimes, and sometimes guys get mad. But at the end of the day, we're coming up on the end of this race. These guys are coming down the back stretch, and I want to give them the top 10 before we're back green. So we got Dave Scott starting at 1, Jim Sagredo. We got Jacob Drift out there in P3, Joe Wells of G Lightning right there as well with Zach Cato, Steve Anderson, Jerry Fassett, and who is there in 8th place? Some of my stuff is being blocked at the moment.
I believe it's
is Bobby
going to be Wetzel. Yeah, right now they're lining up the 71 on the outside, so Wetzel might be P7. That might just be behind as they cross the line. But right now, Wetzel on the inside of row number 4, Fassett on the outside of row number 4, behind the damaged 6 car. I mean, his bed's made. He knows he doesn't have a faster pair left. It's not horrible for the 6, but you know, he can't afford to be out front leading a line except for to cross the start-finish line, Tommy. As they get ready, the pace car getting ready to pull down. Final green-white checker, their 13th caution. This ties IRSS here for the most cautions that we've seen this season. Can we get the 14th? The pace car's off. They're approaching the restart zone. They're in it. Scott, wait until the end of the box. He takes off. Jim, don't beat him back to the line. It's going to be close there for Jim. They might have to look at that one. Oh, the 71 gets turned right off the bat. And Jim Sagredo could get the win. They're going to have to look at the finish, though. Or the final restart. Caution is out. So
we're going to go back and take a look at it real quick. We'll see. Let's go back. We'll check the wreck out, and then we'll jump over real quick, and we'll see if we can't get a good angle on that start and see if Jim Sagredo may have jumped it. All right. Let's go back over to Jerry Fassett. And quarter speed here. He's definitely wedged in, and then the 1 car is just going to trickle up on the right-hand side of him, leaving him with really nowhere to go, turning him right across the nose of the 1 car. That's just putting guys in situations that are destined to fail right there. I don't really think that's an error on Jerry Fassett's fault for sure. What do you think, Craig?
I gotta agree with you on that one. I'm also just trying to get a look here. I'm just trying to get ahead of you here for the next one. I'm looking at the telemetry right now. Jim does wait. If you're looking, he does wait until the 75 launches. The 14 gives him a pretty good shot. He beats him to the start-finish line by a nose when you get a look at it. We'll see how it plays out. But, Tom, you want to cue up that final restart? The 21, yeah. Jim Sagredo grabs the win for now.
All right, we're taking it back to the restart right here. Pace car is in. We're in blimp mode at the moment. We'll take a look at it from a couple of different angles. They're entering the start zone right now. Dave Scott
71 starts to accelerate right here, but the 14 give it a good shove to the 21, and he does beat him to the start-finish line by a nose, but I think that's more because of the push from behind than Jim jumping the start. Jim definitely waits for the 75 to accelerate first.
All right, we're gonna take it full speed right here in this angle. Wait, we need to back it up just there. All right, here we go. All right, we're going back full speed right here. Jim's holding it back, like you said.
Yep. 7 goes right there.
It looks legit.
And the 3 gets him just, yeah, I mean, to me, I say that's a clean restart. Well,
even if Scott did not floor it at that point, he took a bump off the
accelerated,
which caused
he was
him
up to
to
70.
accelerate.
He was 77 miles an hour, then 81 before Jim started going. So I gotta say that's good. So let's bring in tonight's unofficial winner, Jim Segredo. You got it done.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
The first win of the season, and it's could be controversial. They talking about it over the radio just yet?
I thought
I'm hearing some things right now. But, I guess we'll let race control and everybody settle that out. But win's a win. I'll take it.
Yeah, so Tommy and I broke it down. I was looking, and I think we're live. You're getting ready to come across for the win right here, correct? This will be the checker flag. Okay, so under the yellow, when I broke it down, I watched the 75 cars speed accelerate before you. You just got a good push from the 14 from behind and ended up beating them by the start-finish line by about an inch.
Yeah, and that was the plan. The plan was, if I got the lead, if I got a little bit ahead right there, jump up high and let it roll. And that's what happened right there. And then all of a sudden the caution comes out, and I'm like, Lady Luck's on my side.
There you go. Well, you will see if it holds up. But right now, burning it down, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Man, how pumped are you? We said that you guys have the experience in these cars, probably more than anyone in the field. Able to put that experience to use tonight.
I mean, I couldn't thank. I mean, it's definitely not possible without a great, outstanding group of teammates that I have at AWR, Highland Racing, Tommy Rogers, Zach Cato, Ryan Wilson, Brian Hayes, Jerry Fassett, Eric Hayden. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of this group and for them taking me in the way they have and teaching me how to drive these cars the right way. I mean, they're all of their knowledge and wealth helped me get this victory tonight.
Well, we got your car owner here, Tommy. What do you got for your driver?
Hey, man. There was a lot of issues. I started on the racetrack and ended up broadcasting the end of this race with Craig. This was wild. It was literally wild. To the point to where I was behind myself this entire time. When you won the race, I thought a caution was coming out for the Jerry Fassett wreck. So there's a lot that we've, that went wrong tonight. But the win is so right. And we're gonna pull up the results for tonight and take a look at all of the information there as we're looking at the results. If you haven't seen our new results page, take a look at this one, Craig. Well, we're looking at.
I love it.
We're looking at Jim Segredo here in first place with 34 laps led. Man, 34. I can hardly talk. You're going to have to take it over. You're going to have to finish it. This croupy cough that's killing me.
Well, I mean, Jim, like he said, 34 laps left. So it was no accident that a 21 car was up there in the mix for the win tonight. Just tell us a little bit of just kind of your thoughts and your strategies to get that car up front and keep it up front.
Well, it was all about consistency, right? And it was all about being patient. Daytona is a little bit more narrower than Talladega, and we run that track on a regular basis as well. So we had to be patient. But, the more people got up front, the more they wanted that bottom line. And I was really consistent on the top. And then when I saw Cato in that first run, I knew that we had an advantage given our experience of running these cars and running this track and our ability to side draft. So I believe both of us. It wasn't just me. It was me and Cato that dominated that first part. And like I said, it's that wealth of knowledge, that you take that builds consistency when you come to a race like this. And if you have that consistency, if you have that confidence, you're able to stay up front and you're able to stay up front for a long time. And I think that's what we did today. And we never lost the faith. We got dragged back there in the end, got through a couple more wrecks. Fast repaired it and then never lost that faith. And when you don't lose that faith, good things happen. And tonight it happened in a big way.
Well, congratulations. We'll let you get to your teammates here, celebrate it up. We'll definitely be popping in here with you in a couple of minutes. Great job tonight. We'll get a word from some of the other finishers here tonight, Tommy. But congrats, Jim.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. All right. Can you get second place? P2, Dave Scott is, he's still around.
I'm sure we can.
I got him coming into the booth.
There you go.
Dave, you got comments?
Well, I do. What's up?
I mean, he doesn't sound very upset for P2 tonight.
I am so happy that Jim won. And LSH got 2 in a row now. Yeah,
that's big momentum for you guys. Team standings, show a little strength. We were saying to Jim, you guys probably, between LSH and Highline, have the most experience in these cars. Was that a huge factor for you out there on the racetrack as well? Or is it this is just your style? Is this just what fits your MO out here on super speedways?
No, it's the experience with the cars and the side drafts for sure. I noticed a lot of these guys didn't like to get as close to the doors as they should be. I knew Jim, he was priming for a win. I was thinking about this yesterday. I told Jim, I said, man, I got this feeling Jim's going to win. And I told him before the race started, I said, Jim, you're going to win the race. And then, he led like a whole ton of laps earlier in the race. And I know he got caught up in something. Then he got his way back to the front. And I told him on that restart when we lined up side by side, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what I can to, if an opportunity presents itself, I want you to get in front of me, right? Because I'd rather push him to a win, because I've already got a win. I want to see Jim win. And then it's just that the yellow and everything came out at just the right friggin' time.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some controversy to get race control's opinion, but from what we saw, he waited to hit that accelerator until after you launched. He just got a little bit more help from behind than you, but still a good, strong run for you as well tonight. Like you said, the familiarity with the cars, but I mean, you found success this season. How do you then now keep that momentum stringing along?
The variable that we're all having in this particular league is the setups, right? We're used to certain setups with these cars, and they're not quite the same car. I did learn in practice that if you let the tires and the fuel fall below a certain point, if you're pushing a car, it'll loop the car. You'll hook the car, even in the top lane. So by keeping the tires and fuel on the car and being real careful about how you push seems to be the key with this gen, at least with this particular Daytona setup. We'll have to see what happens at the iRacing Speedway next week. Let's see how that drives. But the side draft is king with this car, and I really, really expected like the AWR and Highline and S&M guys to all like be right up front, and they were. Ryan and Jerry and Alex and Jim, and yeah.
I mean, yeah, experience pays off. So you think this block could be the block that really kind of propels you right into the final, the Gen 4, maybe have yourself in a better position, to carry that momentum towards the end? I mean, not exactly where you want to be in the point standings, but nonetheless, an opportunity to kind of cement your name as, hey, if I'm back next season, I'm my guy. I mean, you got some wins this year, like you said, in the Gen 7, and then the next Gen car. Is this a way to be like, okay, now if I can just hone in on maybe the 87s or the Xfinity car, whatever they decide to run next year, like, hey, I'm going to be in the contention for this points battle.
I mean, I was good with all the cars. It's just that 87 car was really wonky because that thing was starting to break loose on me kind of halfway through a run. It was really unpredictable. The other cars I had no problem with. It was just unpredictability with the other drivers. But as far as points are concerned, I missed a few races, so that's why I'm so far down the way I am, plus a lot of bad finishes in a section there. Right now, I'm just kind of focused on team points. Too bad Eric wasn't in the race tonight. So that's kind of the next thing. I think we all want to, get Eric in victory lane now somehow.
Well, congrats on the P2, buddy.
I definitely appreciate it. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, Craig.
Yes, sir. Definitely congrats, Dave. good podium finish, and it looks like that's going to pretty much wind it down because we know Drift is refuses to do interviews. So,
well, I mean, huge shout out to you. One, the overhaul that you did to your broadcast looks absolutely fantastic. This podium, all the information that you have scrolling across the screen looks awesome. You came up clutch. Maybe not on the racetrack like you wanted to tonight, but I think you get the moral victory for this evening, watching one of your buddies win and able to bail me out in this one. I don't know what happened to ours. We were running smooth, and then it just was like, yeah, all right, well, maybe next week. So I'll have to get together with you, but a huge shout out to you for jumping in here. Just a quick review. Segredo, Scott, Drift, Wells, Anderson, Wetzel, Cato brings that car damaged machine home with a good P7. William Britton, we didn't call his name much this race. Ryan Wilson also grabs himself a top 10 there. And Melnick, the guy said he's hit just about or been hit by everything, grabs himself a top 10 there this evening. 13 different leaders. Jim Segredo grabbing the most laps led. Hard charger Joe Wells up 26 spots. The fastest lap of 44.5. Absolutely flying around the racetrack. Wetzel grabs himself another pole. Make sure you guys give Tommy here a follow. Hopefully Tommy can set us up. We can figure out what in the hell happened to us tonight here and set us up for future success. But Tommy, the floor is yours. Make sure you check out Sunday night for Mr. Rogers and give him a like, a thumbs up, a subscribe. But appreciate it, buddy, for helping us out and capturing the end of this one.
Absolutely. And, at the end of the day, we're coming up on the end of our season. We're looking at Dover this week, and MOTD, all of those guys, Scott knows it, Drift, all those guys, every single one of you guys are welcome to come and compete and race. It is Dover this week. It's going to be really tough for, the masters of the draft world that's so wrapped around the super speedway to compete there in Dover with dark horse drivers. But do it anyways. Come out. If you're the badass in your league, whether it's MOTD or any other league, guys like All-American Cup, whatever, we want the best of the best to come out and challenge. So, the invitation is there. Each and every one of the guys from MOTD is more than welcome to come race Sunday if you're free. But at the end of the day, we started racing with you guys tonight. It all fell through there at the end as we got wrecked out pretty quick. We made some crucial mistakes. And then Craig shows up and the broadcast kicks off and everything changes and then everything goes downhill. But we persevered. We worked together. We tried to push out a product there at the end for everybody. So, at the end of the day, we hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're going to kill this stream. Anything else, Craig, before we shut her down?
That's it. You got to appreciate everyone for tuning in with Highline here tonight. We'll make sure we get to all the MOTD drivers so they can see the whole clip. But, Tommy, appreciate you, buddy.
We're out, man. All right.
Don't leave. See y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm in the vein, speeding like a dark horse. Nothing can contain.